So, the Duchess of York has been dropped as patron of Children's Hospice after this latest scandal with Epstein. Yeah, they're cutting ties with her. Anyway, have a look.
Just a bit of breaking news we can bring you about Sarah Ferguson. You may recall that over the weekend there was an email published that was sent from her to the paedophile Jeffrey Epstein, calling him his supreme friend, despite his conviction for sex offenders. This email dated back to 2011. Well, one of the charities that the Duchess has worked with is now distancing themselves from her. This is Julia's House, which is a children's hospice. They say following the information shared this weekend on the Duchess of York's correspondence with Jeffrey Epstein, Julia's House has taken the decision it would be inappropriate for her to continue as patron of the charity. We've advised the Duchess of York of this decision and thank her for her past support. So that is a statement from Julia's House following the revelations about the Duchess of York at the weekend.
When you see such things unfold, like such vile, evil things unfold, I don't know about you, but I'm so happy and grateful that Harry and Meghan left. When you see such things happening, I bet you thank God. It's like, God, thank you for taking Harry and Meghan out of that toxic royal institution. Because what is this? What is this? This is a scandal that's going all over. This woman is linked to Epstein. The second one, you have Andrew, and then you have this one. And it's all over social media right now. And yeah, she's been, she's no longer patron of a children's hospice after it emerged. She sent an email apologizing to Epstein for publicly disowning him. Do you know how disgusting that is? Every time such stories come forward, I'm convinced there are more vile, evil people in that family. I'm convinced. And I'm so happy Harry and Meghan are nowhere close to these people. I'm sure they're way worse. There are worse people hidden in that family. You cannot convince me otherwise. What is this? And to show you that the UK media are hypocrites and disgusting just as much, they turned off the comments. They are reporting this, but they have comments turned off. Why are your comments turned off? And yet Harry and Meghan are the worst people. Harry and Meghan are the worst people. When you have people like this woman and Andrew, they claim Harry and Meghan are the worst people for what? What wrong have they ever done? Just because they spoke up and told their truth, they were shunned and criticized for speaking up. Mind you, Harry with Spare did that because he was so sick and tired of the media briefing the press, lying on him and his wife. And they literally criticize him and crucify him for that to date. And then you have people like this woman and Andrew. Just recently, you remember during the Duchess of Kent's memorial, and you had William literally causing up to this man, this vile, disgusting man. You could tell he was so uncomfortable because he knew the cameras were there, and people were like, Andrew did this intentionally. He did that because he wanted, to be like, hey, now you've been briefing the press about me. Now you get a taste of your own medicine. You've been talking shit about me. You've been talking smack about me. So I'm gonna talk to you so the people know that you're in it with me. You're my bestie. We're besties. Because remember, the same William is constantly briefing his minion Tom Sykes, saying, hey, William cannot stand Andrew when he's king. He wants to banish him. He hates him. He cannot. And then you see him cozying up and mooching off to Andrew. But again, he's like, I'll never forgive Harry. What I fail to understand what Harry and Meghan did so wrong. You have the leftover Charles protecting these people, vile people, very disgusting human beings. But he cannot protect his son, who, mind you, has not done anything wrong. But he just spoke up and told his truth. That somehow makes him a villain. So you have this children's hospice dropping her, which, by the way, is rightfully so. I mean, it's expected. If you're associated with someone like Epstein. I mean, there's no way we're going to allow you around kids. So that is just the right choice. But people are like, what is Charles going to do? Like, yes, this hospice, and I'm sure more charities are going to drop her. But what is Charles going to do? Because Charles has been entertaining Andrew for a very long time. Very, very long time. And someone said, whatever Andrew has on the leftover royals must be dynamite. And honestly, I'm beginning to understand. The secrets this man has on these royals, the way they keep him around and entertain him, is honestly so baffling. He knows so much. He knows where the skeletons are. That's why they entertain him. Because people are like, okay, what about Andrew? What about, you've done this? What are you going to do to this woman? Are you again going to let him, let her cozy and like nothing is wrong? They also have another side that says they are confident, or they believe that that they're doing this to deflect from the backlash they've been getting for Trump, and William getting so much backlash. So they really, honestly, it's just wrong. Whatever, this is wrong, and I'm glad this person was exposed. And I know there's so many people in that family who are just as bad, and in due time it will come out. But they will tell you Harry and Meghan are the worst. So people want to know, what is Charles going to do about this? You have charities dropping this woman and everything. Are you again going to do, well, what is Charles going to do? People are like, what is Charles? And people are like, the UK media, you're a bunch of hypocrites. So you report on this story. It's breaking news, right? And then you turn off your comment section. Again, protecting them. But they never once, every single time they write these hate pieces towards Harry and Meghan, and they feed off these lunatics, these derangers. And these people have said the nastiest, vile things, especially in Daily Fields. The comments these people leave, never once have they turned off the comments or said anything. But when it comes to William getting any backlash, when it comes to any of theirs, this Ferguson getting backlash, or Andrew, they'll turn off the comments. It's like, oh no, they'll protect them. This is sick. This is despicable. This is disgusting. But they'll keep such a person around. They've kept Andrew around. But no. It's Harry and Meghan who we will never forget. They betrayed the family. They do. I'm so glad Harry and Meghan are nowhere near this disgusting people. And I'm so happy that kids are nowhere near this. What do you mean? I'm so happy they live far away. Because what is this? This is madness. I'm happy that they don't have to be there. So that no charities or whatever are going to cut her off or cut ties with her, which, by the way, it's rightfully so. But people want to know, what is Charles going to do? Because people are like, Charles is not going to do anything. Nothing. They'll tell her, just lay low for a minute until this dies down, and then you'll come back. It's disgusting. Shame on you, UK media. Shame on you, Charles. You constantly attack Harry and Meghan for what, and crucify them for telling their story, but you entertain people like this who are associated with bees. Anyway, here's how the internet is reacting to that. You have Cole says, oh my god, they went for her. Now watch who they gave that charity to. When we say a system is evil, we mean it. British says, it's called karma. Fanny says, rightfully so. These two need to just disappear from the public entirely. That's Andrew and Fergie. The Royal says, great news. Now they should never be seen around the royal family anymore. Lucy says, good, about time. Now for Andrew to be accountable. Princess says, everybody and their mother dropping this disgusting couple except the king, just because they are family. Du says, this really should only be the start of recognizing just how duplicitous and immoral the Duchess is. The palace really needs a reset on the recognition of just how clueless their public relations and decisions are of late. One debacle after another with the public getting angry. Sage says, so a hospice will take decisive action but Charles won't? LOL. P says, the royal family seem happy to keep their P's closed. On the other hand, very interesting. Barbara says, yet you give Donald Trump a state visit. Make it make sense. Martin says, what happens when we find out, and we will, that most of the royal rabble were close friends with Epstein? Do we then get rid of them all? The Sussex says, whatever Andrew has over that family must be dynamite. Diva says, you all attack Harry and Meghan, who do nothing. And these two, Sarah and Andrew, get a free pass. Also, William is out of control, and you all say nothing. Where's the real reporting? William is briefing saying Harry wants in. Meanwhile, Harry says, nope, happy with my life. Sage says, Charles will never ban the Yorks from anything. Ostracizing from the family is only reserved for Harry. Dreamer says, it's all hypocritical. What about the Kate entertaining a racist, and a felon when she advocates for women? It's like Camilla who tormented the life out of Diana and adulteress. Why would you want any of these women fronting your charities? Royal bees and liars. Exactly. William says, will she have to find a job now, or will the English king see her all right, like her ex? The spirit says, time we drop the whole parasitic family, abolish the monarchy. Absolutely. Then Norinda says, breaking, I'm so glad Harry and Meghan ran from this rotten institution. Absolutely agree. So guys, let me know what you think about this story. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for watching. Remember to hit that subscribe button and to share this video. I'm Mirad, and I'll see you in the next one.